Certainly. A nested for loop in Python is a loop inside another loop. This structure allows you to iterate over multiple sequences or perform operations that require more than one level of iteration. Basic concept: in a nested for loop, the outer loop runs its full course for each iteration of the inner loop. This means if the outer loop runs sometimes and the inner loop runs sometimes, the total number of iterations will be none. Syntax here. So the basic syntax of a nested for loop: Python for outer variable in outer iterable, for inner variable in inner iterable. Execute some code example generating a multiplication table. Let's create a simple example of a nested for loop by generating a multiplication table. Outer loop for I in range 1. Rows on. This loop iterates over the numbers on to 5, representing the rows of the multiplication table. Inner loop for J1. Columns on for each iteration of the outer loop for each row. This loop iterates over the numbers on to 5, representing the columns. Print statement printf ij4, and this prints the product of the current row and column indices, formatted to occupy 4 spaces. The end argument ensures that the numbers are printed on the same line with a space in between. Output: when you run the above code, you will get the following output on 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 4, 8, 12, 16, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25. Use cases for nested loops. Nested loops can be used in various scenarios, such as generating combinations of items, performing operations on multi-dimensional data structures like matrices, creating complex patterns like star patterns in a grid, processing multi-dimensional arrays or lists. Conclusion: nested for loops are a powerful tool in Python for handling multi-dimensional data and performing repetitive tasks across multiple sequences. Be mindful of performance, as the complexity increases with the number of nested loops, which can impact execution time for large datasets.